Hello and welcome from the Connor Convocation Center here at Thomas More University for tonight's NABL Showdown, featuring the first place Lancaster Thunder taking on your Kentucky Enforcers. I'm Scott Borders courtside. The Enforcers got their first loss of the season in a road trip against Grand Rapids recently, but come back tonight to take on, so far, the only team left with 5 wins and no losses, the Thunder of Lancaster. I'm Scott Borders, and I'm happy to be here once again for Enforcer basketball. Nothing warms up these cool spring nights like coming out to Thomas More University and taking a look and checking out these Kentucky Enforcers. Proud to be here once again, and of course they come into the game led in scoring by none other than Cameron Mitchell, who's 34.8 points per game. Takes care of business in this league and stands atop everyone else. Along with that, you have Rob Smythe coming in at 12.2 points a game, and Jeff Robinson, one of the former D1 players with Vanderbilt College, comes in at 14.6 points a game for the Enforcers, and then 8 assists a game belongs to their fantastic point guard, and that's Troy Gibbs. We're going to turn it over to the scorers table for the starting lineups.
Taking on the Thunder on Lancaster. At this time, I'm asking to please all rise in honor of our great country for the singing of our national anthem by junior from Western Brown, Ms. Jacob Underwood.
So there are your starters for tonight's game. For the visiting team, it'll be Alvin Braddock, number 32, Breaker Heller, number 18, DeJuan Williams, number 25, Marcus Mathis, number 6, and Tristan Pierce, number 30. And, of course, for the Enforcers, Troy Gibbs playing at the point, Cameron Mitchell, their leading scorer, Rod Avery averaging 14 a game, Rob Smythe averaging 12.2, and Jeff Robinson averaging 15 points and 6 boards. And both teams have been introduced. A player to watch out for, Marquise Mathis, averaging a nice sum himself, 26 points, 8 boards per game. So he does a little bit of everything. So the number 6s on each team are the players to really watch out for. Taking a few moments getting ready, and we're about set. It'll be the Enforcers coming out with the gray jerseys and shorts with the blue and black trim. And it'll be the Thunder coming out with the navy blue jerseys and the gold trim. The officials ready. We're about to get set. And Big Jeff Robinson, number 25, is set to jump center. He will go against DeJuan Williams, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and we're going to see it go the other way. So it'll go to the Lancaster Thunder to get the game's first possession, and we are underway. Welcome once again from Thomas More University for the Kentucky Enforcers basketball. Pass down on the block to Williams. Kicks out, makes a nice pass to the cutter. Going to the basket along the baseline was Braddock. It was knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. And then a quick inbounds is blocked to nowhere. Rod Avery gets a huge block on the attempted shot by Alvin Braddock. I think he was letting him know a nice dump off after the pass in, but the easy shot is missed, and the rebound coming back the other way. Here come the Enforcers. And it's going to be Gibbs and his 8 assists per game to set things up. Smythe drives, tries a running 7-footer from the baseline, and the scoring column has been broken for Kentucky. They lead 2-0 quickly down court. Braddock for 3. It's off the back of the iron, no good, and off Gibbs and out of bounds. It'll go right back to the Thunder. Just underway, 2-0 our score. Smythe with the baseline jumper to open things up. They get the ball into Mathis. Mathis drives and kicks to Braddock, who drives. He kicks it back out, and they'll reset it again. Breaker Heller with a good pass inside, and the reverse layup is up and good. So the first point scored by DeJuan Williams. And it's 2-2 in the first period. Smythe kicks out, and this time it's going to be Mitchell with it. Mitchell kicks. Go around the horn. The three-pointer from the corner by Smythe is no good. Loose ball rebound finally picked up by Breaker Heller. Heller comes down the court. 8:35 to play first period. A wild shot, but draws the foul. Breaker Heller, maybe the shortest man on the court today. And Robinson, who is one to get into foul trouble, has committed his first. And going to the line will be Breaker Heller. And he makes the first. One more coming. And he got both of them, and it's a 4-2 lead for the Thunder. Kentucky comes back down to set up. Cameron Mitchell. Bounce pass is stolen away underneath. Here comes the Thunder the other way. They briefly have the numbers. A nice reverse layup is missed, and the rebound comes back to the Enforcers. That was Alvin Braddock on the miss. I keep saying it's rather Tristan Pierce. The drive, and Braddock gets the block but commits the foul as Mitchell goes hard to the basket for the Enforcers. And Mitchell will have a chance for his first points of the game. gets the first. "35 points per game for this young man. And he's been plus 40 many times. And he has now 2 points, a perfect 2 for 2 from the line, and we're even up. A field goal apiece, a pair of free throws apiece for either team. We played about 2 minutes here in the first period. And quickly down the other way, the shot is blocked, but recovered by Braddock. Goes right back into Mathis, is blocked again. Robinson with 2 blocks leads the charge down and lays it up and in. He's really starting to find his game right now. Has had some big offensive outputs in the last couple of games. There did it both ends of the court. It's 6-4. Enforcers with the lead. Mathis for 3 is no good. They chase it down. Braddock saves it over his head and puts in a 3-pointer. Are you kidding me? If I hadn't seen that, I wouldn't believe it. The coach here to my right, I'm not sure he drew that up. 3-pointer to answer, rims out no. Robinson with the rebound. We're all still a little stunned by that shot as the foul in the backcourt is committed by Gibbs. Well, Braddock looked like he was saving the ball, just straight over his head from about his waist there in the corner. Well, he saved it to the tune of a 3-pointer. Coach, that's how you draw them up, right? Okay, Thunder back on the attack. They'll launch a 3 with Robinson in his face. Breaker Heller hits another 3. 5 points for him, and it's a 10-6 lead for Lancaster. And he had big Jeff Robinson losing about 7 inches. Still nothing but net on that 3. The answer is an air ball, then out of bounds, but it's going to be a foul going against Kentucky. And Jeff Robinson just committed his second. And again, really that's been his biggest enemy, is he has a hard time staying out of foul trouble. And Greg Williams, who also averages 12 points a game, will jump up off the bench, but he's actually coming in for Rob Smythe. So Robinson will stay in with his 2 fouls. So Heller to set it up. The drive here, stops and pops from 15 after the step back is no good. Rebound underneath by Braddock is no good. So coming back the other way comes Kentucky. Good fake, Mitchell back out, Williams. Moore thought about the 3, now he dribbles back around. Mitchell's gonna take something, 7 on the shot clock, drives in and scores. And that's what he's able to do. Mitchell is just able to come up with the points when they need them, and they cut the lead to 2, 10-8, trying to give this Thunder team their first loss. 5:55 to go first period. Heller, and he'll back it out. Heller for 3 as we got Moore waiting to come in, and he gets that block by Robinson. It's about his 5th block. All the way down to Cameron Moore, who just lays it up and in, his first basket of the game. We are tied at 10. Eddie Hayden's getting ready to check in for the Thunder as Mathis just lost it. So Mathis, a little out of character, turns it over. So after the big run, prompted by the incredible shot by Braddock, and he will take a seat now as Eddie Hayden is checked into the ball game. 3-pointer from the right corner is good. And Cameron Moore, whom I will never confuse for a 3-pointer again, after he reminded me I gave one of his to someone else. Williams with the ball down low. They tried to get Hayden, and now here comes Kentucky the other way. They get the ball for the dunk. Rod Avery loves to do that. Doing a little bird dogging in the backcourt. Gets the dunk, and just like that, a 15-10 lead for the Enforcers. 4:40 to play first period. Kick out to Mathis for the long 3. That's good. Hand in his face. He knocks down his first field goal, and it's going to be a game like that. 15-13. Some hands by Mathis that time, and he will commit the foul as Cameron Moore was driving baseline. Vinnie Coleman, number 14, is checked into the ball game. And Coleman just averages 3 points per game. Here's a three-pointer in the corner. That's good. And now Mitchell, who hits about 3 of them a game. And the three to answer by Mathis is good. And now Mathis and Mitchell are beginning to show off their stuff. 7 for Mitchell, 6 for Mathis. Mitchell to answer, this one's off. Robinson tipped the loose ball rebound over the backboard. It's out of bounds to the Thunder, who trail by 2. And also into the game, Tawan Jones averages about 80 a game, number 15. We have a timeout on the floor. 5 ticks over 4 minutes left to go in the first period. The Enforcers holding on to an 18-16 lead, and a good game thus far. So far, Cam Mitchell has got the lion's share. The only other player with more than a field goal is Cam Moore, who now has 5 points. 7 for Mitchell to lead the Enforcers. Breaker Heller with 5 points, 6 for Mathis. They're the only players with more than a field goal for their squad. And that's the score, 18-16. Kentucky's back out. It'll be Thunder ball with a chance to tie or take the lead. 5-0 coming into tonight's game. 5-1 are the Enforcers. Enforcers showing like they're going to put a little pressure at the stripe. They back off. That's Jones with it straight away. Left side to Mathis, who's had the hot hand here. Down low, and it's taken right away, and here comes Kentucky. Another forced turnover. Keeps his pivot foot planted and now picks it up. First time he didn't, and I agree with the official. That time he extended too far, and he just lifted it ever so slightly, but that's a walk. Rod Avery called for it. So turnover gives it right back to the Thunder. Mathis. That's Moore on him. Back to Mathis, and Moore right in his face. Now he gets a screen and gets away for a 3, but it's off. And the rebound to Robinson. He's controlling the glass right now. Takes it by himself, lays it up, no good. And the foul. So it'll be number 33, Donald Soule, who is checked into the game, and he commits his first. It's the third team foul, and that's going to put Big Jeff Robinson, all 6'11", 235, at the line. So up by 2. Since the break, nobody's scored. Got the first. Good-looking stroke. One more coming, 3:17 to play, first period. Been a close contest thus far. Robinson's second foul shot is up and good. 4 points for the big man, and checking into the game for Kentucky, Tyrone Bradshaw. So Bradshaw will check in. Two points and almost 5 boards per game. Jones with it. Keeping that dribble alive. Now the open three-pointer is good. Donald Soule. First 3 for number 33. It's 20-19, a 1-point lead for the Enforcers. And Williams comes down and gets his first field goal. Little 7-footer from the right side, and it's back up by 3. Here comes Jones all the way. Got it blocked. Missed the shot, but the foul's going to go against Bradshaw of Kentucky. So DeJuan Jones will go to the line. Now they give Jones the ball, and his foul shot is up and good. So far, everybody's been perfect from the line as number 15, Terrence Briggs, checks in for Kentucky. And the second one is good. (22-20) the score. Kentucky with the lead. There's Mitchell, drives in, left-handed shot, no good. Little contact, no whistle. They're going to bring it back the other way. That was Jones with it. Sewell gets rid of it. Mathis goes in for the hard jam. Mathis now with 8 points. We're all knotted up at 22. 2:12 to play first period. Kentucky with the ball. The spinning shot for Bradshaw. It's an air ball. Mathis gets it. He'll dribble up court for the Thunder, who now have a chance to take the lead. We're under 2 minutes on the block. And it's a miss, but a foul committed on Mitchell as Hayden missed it. And I don't think the way Hayden reacted was a result of the contact. There was some. He drew the whistle. Mitchell's still pleading his case. Hayden goes to the line. 4 ticks under 2 minutes, and there's our first missed free throw. Or actually our second. Jones missed one. He'll get one more. Got it. 1 of 2 goes Hayden. 1 point for him, and it's a 1 point lead for Lancaster. $1:50 to play first period. Mitchell going around everybody for the scoop. That's just a great shot right there. And Mitchell looks like he might have lost a contact. 9 points for Mitchell on one of the best moves in tonight's game, and now that's what he's doing. He's out there looking for a contact. And so the scary thing here is anybody going to step on the contact? He did find it. I've seen that many times on a basketball court. One good swipe is Mathis, who's had a great first period, is going to sit down and take a rest. $1:41 to play first period. It's 24-23. Kentucky with the lead, Thunder with the ball. And I'll bring him some ice and hope everything's okay with him, but I think it was just losing that contact. So that'll get him off the court for the time being. And there's a steal, and here comes Kentucky. Cameron Moore with the steal and draws the foul from Jones. Just his first, but Kentucky with Williams takes over possession. Williams draws the double team and kicks out, and the ball was closer to me than it was to any of his teammates. The turnover will give the Thunder the ball right back. $1.25 now to play first period. Jones will set it up, working the left side near the hash. Long three-pointer, got a little contact, but still hit it. Nice job. 5 points for DeJuan Jones. It's a 2-point lead for the Thunder. And then Bradshaw draws the foul. That foul was on Eddie Hayden. His first personal foul, 15 foul. And Mitchell's getting ready to come right back in as soon as Bradshaw's finished with a pair of free throws. That one's no good. He'll get one more. And Mitchell comes on in to replace Cam Moore. Mitchell got it. 1 of 2 goes Mitchell. They're trailing by a point. Jones quickly down for Lancaster. Left side now. Hayden draws the double team, the kick out. And they're going to call a foul on Gibbs. Boy, it looked like a lot of ball from over here. I think Gibbs thought so too. But that's his second foul. And that will put number 33, Donald Sewell, at the line. Got it. Sewell got them both. And it is 28-25, 45 seconds to play first period. Cam Mitchell drives and kicks. Three-pointer right corner's an air ball. And the Thunder now, with the basketball, can play a little 2-for-1 here. Jones with the fancy handles, but throws it away to Bradshaw. Cam Mitchell in the open court. 28 seconds to Gibbs. Gibbs will get things recentered. Mitchell, a good look at a three. He misses. But the rebound, Bradshaw kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way is no good. Briggs with the miss. Kentucky controls it. Mitchell, 15-footer, drains it. They just keep coming at you. 28-27, 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. He puts it up, no good. Rebound, Kentucky, and the time will run out at the end of the first period. Kentucky will trail by a point, 28-27. So one in the books. And it is 28-27, Lancaster with the lead. Taking a look. 11 points now for Cam Mitchell. And I believe that leads all scorers in the game. 4 from Robinson, 2 for Smythe. Greg Williams added a field goal for 2. Rod Avery for 2. 5 from Cameron Moore, including a three-pointer. Bradshaw comes off the bench for 1. 5 points for Jones. Mathis added 8 points. And he leads all scorers for Lancaster. And they're starting to pick things up. Jamel McCray has checked into the game for the Lancaster Thunder. And Sean Rogers is also into the game. Vinnie Coleman is back in. A little bit of a different look. They will leave Jones out at the top. Kentucky will start off with the basketball. We are underway in the second period. Welcome once again to the Connor Convocation Center at Thomas More University. Gibbs with it. Draws the screen and tried to pick and roll with Robinson. Now they kick back out to Avery, and a foul committed on the outside will go against number 35, Sean Rogers. So throwing the ball in, Cam Mitchell from the far sideline. Gibbs with it. Clock down under 10 now. The nice pass to Robinson, who freed himself underneath. 6 points for the big man. And Kentucky back in the lead, 29-28. A back and forth game. Three-pointer as he shook off the defender. It rolls off, no good. The rebound comes back to Kentucky. Rod Avery on the run, doesn't have the numbers, kicks out. Mitchell thought about the three, drives and kicks. Gibbs is gonna try it. No, it looked in and out, and the rebound tipped right back out to Gibbs. Kentucky back in the attack. Robinson says, why not? I'll try a three. Back of the iron and then cans home. Robinson hits a three. 32-28, Kentucky enjoying its biggest lead. It shows you the kind of game we've had. And there's an errant shot that goes out of bounds by Sewell. He thought somebody hit him on the arm, no whistle. And checking back into the game will be Mathis, number 6. And Kieran Boyd, who averages 5 a game, will also check in. 8:50 to play in the first half. 32-28, Kentucky with the lead. Jeff Robinson having another big game. I said he's really starting to come into his own. 9 points now in the game, 2 shy of game-high honors. Smythe, a dangerous pass to Mitchell, and he never could control it, ends up losing it. Boyd got hold of it, and now a great pass to his player going to the middle, and Vinnie Coleman. Coleman scores, and then a near turnover the other end is knocked out of bounds right in front of us, but it'll be Kentucky ball, 32-30. Kentucky gets the inbounds. Avery drives, kicks out, three-pointer Mitchell, good. Cannot say enough about that young man. Now 14 points. Mathis kicks. They thought about the three, pass it up. Mathis back outside. Gibbs on him. It was a little bit of a mismatch. Mathis drives, missed, but the putback is up and good by Sean Rogers. Rogers with his first field goal. Williams set to come back in for the Thunder at the next break. 35-32 is our score. Mitchell kicks. Smythe underneath for Robinson, hits the bottom of the backboard, and then he just turns around and dunks it as really nobody underneath could challenge his size. 37-32, now 11 points in double figures for Jeff Robinson. 2 fouls, so we'll watch for that. The kick out to Mathis, he's open for a three, but it's long, and Gibbs chases down the loose ball rebound. Mitchell with the good hesitation move right to the basket. That is what he does. 5 points here in the second period, 16 for the game, 39-32. Approaching 3 minutes gone here in the second period, and a 7-point lead for Kentucky, and they get another turnover. Now they got the numbers, 3-on-1 break. No look pass, and now they've lost the advantage, but the shot put up by Avery and in. They got a little too cute with it, but ended up taking advantage, and Avery got the basket. A 9-point lead for Kentucky. Timeout taken, 6:45 left to play before halftime. 16 points for Cam Mitchell to lead all scorers. 12 points, Jeff Robinson right behind him. So 2 enforcer players in double digits, making up the lion's share of the points. Lancaster stays pretty spread out. Mathis, who got off to a good start, has been quelled just a little bit. And Kentucky's done a nice job defensively to force the turnovers. It will be Jaytawan Williams to throw it in for the Thunder. Over to Kieran Boyd. So Boyd will bring it up and set the offense. 6:40 to play before the half. Down 9. The Thunder looking to get something going here. Dropping off in a little bit of a drop back zone. And up and good. Williams for his second field goal. And that breaks the string. A 5-0 run put on by Kentucky. And now they lead by 7. Avery gets it. Avery working to his right, has it stripped, but gets it back, puts it up, it's short, and a foul called. And they're not going to like the call. Sean Rogers commits his second. And that will put Rod Avery at the line, and Rogers is going to question it. Pleading his case, and to no avail. And the shot is missed, so Avery no good. We'll get one more. One more coming, 6:08 to play, 41-34. They've led by as much as 9. The shot, good. Avery 1 of 2 from the line, 42-34, 8-point lead, Thunder back on the attack. We've played about 4 minutes now in the second period. And they're still out high. Lloyd looking, is just gonna chuck up the three, but it rims out, no good. And quickly down, it looked like it was knocked off a Thunder player. The enforcers get it back, and there's a drive by Moore, good. Moore showing his athletic ability. 7 points for him. He says, don't forget about me. And that's the biggest lead of the game at 10. Williams, a nice job on the handles over to Boyd right side. Gets his screen. Moore comes out on him. Now they go to the corner. And here's Mathis, who hasn't had as many touches as I thought. Mathis in the paint, makes a nice pass down low, but it's broken up. And now the shot clock's out. The buzzer didn't sound. It actually was at 0, and the official's right on top of it. So a 10-point lead and the ball. We will have substitutes coming in. Alvin Braddock is checking back into the game. Kentucky with it. That was Williams who has checked back into the game to Smythe. Three-pointer on the way is up and good by Smythe. 5 points for him, and it's starting to get away now. 47-34. Foul away from the ball. I believe will go against Kentucky, and it will. Smythe commits the foul. So that will be the timeout taken. 4:50 left to play before halftime. And Kentucky with a more commanding lead over the undefeated Lancaster Thunder by a score of 47-34. It was a 1-point lead at the end of the first period by the Thunder, and Kentucky has owned the second period. In fact, they've given up only 6 points. That's a 26-20, 2-6 lead here in the second period. So it will be Thunder basketball. And they will take over, trailing now by 13. That's Williams with it, the left side. And he draws Jeff Robinson and thinks better of the drive. Now gives it away. And the ball is lost on the drive, trying to go inside, but I think last touch by Kentucky. Breaker Heller checked back into the game. Now comes Mathis driving in the paint. Missed it, but tipped up and in by Alvin Braddock. 47-36. Kentucky back on the attack. 4:20 to play before half. Williams shoots the three. Got it. Everybody sort of forgot about Greg Williams, and he drains the three. And now a near steal the other way. It's going to stay with the Thunder. And Kentucky enjoying their biggest lead at 14, 50-36. Pass to Braddock just does clear the outstretched hands of Robinson. Braddock takes him right to the hole but misses the shot. Rebound Greg Williams, and he's bringing it up court for Kentucky. The pass gets it up court finally. Smythe with a good turnaround move, drives and charges. A nice move to start the drive, but out of control that time, and that'll turn the ball right back over to the Thunder with 3:53 to go before half. They're back on the attack. Heller. He goes underneath to Mathis, who is posting up on Robinson. Mathis tries a shot around Robinson. It's no good, and Smythe with the rebound. Robinson just walled up that time and did a good job defensively. Fakes like he was going to shoot the three. He goes back down. Cam Moore drives, picks up the double team, but traveled. There was contact on the play, but I think I agree. The official on the far side called it, and a lot of the fans don't like it. But he was off balance, and he may have traveled there. 3.5 to play. before halftime, 50-36. Heller picks up his dribble, goes to Mathis. Now the three-pointer on its way is up and good. Kieran Boyd, his first field goal, and it's a big one. 50-39, it gets it back to 11, and Kentucky immediately will bring in Gibbs and Mitchell at the 3-minute mark. Robinson with it, gives it right back to Greg Williams. Williams tries to split the double team and draws the foul, and that'll get the subs in. And I believe it is going to go against Kieran Boyd. Just his first. Cam Moore and Greg Williams are coming out. Cam Mitchell checks in, as does Troy Gibbs. Gibbs with it now. Long three-pointer on the way, rims out, no good, and the rebound to Williams of the Thunder. 2:45 to play first half. Williams to set the offense. Works left side to Heller, down to Mathis. Got a good matchup down there, but he missed the shot. A nice job by Avery. Avery deceptively long. Kentucky tries the run out. It's knocked out of bounds. You look at Avery, and at first glance, he doesn't look that tall, but man, his wingspan just gives him a couple of inches. Subs ready to check in now. Zaven Rivers. I think it's actually pronounced Zavon Rivers. And Tristan Pierce, who started the game, checks back in. 2.5 to play. First half of action, 50-39. The pass does come in and then is thrown away by Mitchell. Mitchell caught it kind of running into the basket, got too far under, and nobody came out to meet the pass. It sails out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Thunder. They're really backing off and playing more of a zone right now. There's a pass into the inside. Braddock missed the gimme, but gets it on the putback. 7 points for Braddock, and it's down to single digits. A 9-point lead for Kentucky approaching 2 minutes. It was a strong finish that gave them the lead at the end of the first period. They need it now as that shot by Gibbs rims out. Williams on the attack. The Thunder again trying to string a little run together, and the foul is committed by Smythe. That's his third.
The foul call, 22 Rob Smythe, that's his third. Personal foul, team third. Holding first within the second period.
They get it underneath to Williams, does the Thunder. Now the three-pointer launched is no good. Braddock with the rebound. Well, Tristan Pierce missed. He'll have another opportunity. This time he won't miss. His first field goes to three, and just like that, it's down to a 6-point lead. It was 14, an 8-0 run has cut it to 6. Mitchell going through the entire team, lays it up and in. Braddock fouls. 7 points this period, 18 for the game. He went through 4 defenders and now has the opportunity for the and one as Alex Cole has checked into the ball game, replacing Smythe. Mitchell going to the line and back to an 8-point game. Let's see if he can get it back to 9. And does. Perfect 3 for 3 from the line as well. 53-44, buck 15 to play. Rivers, nice pass to Williams going to the basket, who lays it in. Good dime that time. Williams, a great cut. Ball comes into the front court just barely. Mitchell for 3, no good, and here comes the run out. 2-on-2 break, 7-point game. Mathis takes it. Cole on him. Cole commits the foul. Mathis missed the shot, but we'll go to the line. So coming down and trying a quick shot, a little heat check shot by Cam Mitchell, and now an opportunity to cut the lead to 5 if Mathis can sink a couple of free throws. This is his first trip to the line. We're under a minute, 51 seconds to be exact. Mathis got it. 9 points in the ball game for Mathis. He'll get one more. It's back to a 6-point game, just like that. Now a 5-point game, so a 4-0 run. Kentucky back down. Avery with it, draws the double team, gets it to Gibbs. Gibbs lets his team catch up. No reason to hustle. Avery for three and a hand in his face. No good, but Robinson there to clear the rebound. Over Braddock, puts it up and in. And the bench for Lancaster wanting the travel, but Robinson doing a good job. He has about 5 inches on Braddock. Braddock's got a few pounds on him, though. 55-48, back to 7. Shot clock shows 11. Game clock 18. Mathis on the drive. And let's see what they call here. He got the basket. There was contact. It very easily could have been on Mathis, but I believe they are going to call Rod Avery. And the basket counts. By the rule, the basket should have counted, but Dustin Driscoll's going to argue it should have been an offensive foul, and I think he had a pretty good point. It looked like he lowered his shoulder from this angle. Nevertheless, he goes to the line, and it is a 5-point game, and now can cut it to 4. Nice play by Mathis regardless. And it is a 4-point game. Avery quickly down, 12 seconds left. Robinson somehow saves it from being a turnover, puts it up and in. Robinson looked like it was going to be a turnover. 2 seconds, they're going to launch it at the buzzer, no good. And Kentucky holds on to a 6-point lead at the half, 57-51, in what's been an exciting game so far. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the second half as we continue on TBNK Sports and Kentucky Enforcers Basketball.